Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, Taju, here with you, and this show is brought to you by THQ. And we're still having a great time here in St. John's, here in Newfoundland, here in Canada. And our first championship matchup is going to be for the European Championship. Undertaker became the European champion after losing his Intercontinental Championship to Link, but per rule, Undertaker takes over as the European champion, and no sooner does he gain that championship that he has to defend it against the man, or not the man, the one most people call the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, a member of the corporation. So we'll find out if Undertaker can hold on to the European Championship, or if Ken Shamrock can do what few men have been able to do to The Undertaker, and that is make him tap out. I mean, of course he doesn't have to make him tap out, but we'll see what happens. Next. And we begin with this matchup. Just adjust myself here. A back suplex onto The Undertaker as we begin this matchup. So for many people here in Newfoundland, this is a good first opportunity to see The Undertaker in person. And I was told by my good friend Bob Cole's son, Matthew, that he always wanted to see The Undertaker in person. And I have to say, I am more than happy to have done it. You know, not just for Matthew, but for those who wanted to see The Undertaker in person. And then, what else? Well, just to see him compete in a match, more or less. So, I just want to thank those who, before the show, wanted to thank me for bringing the show to them. And I am just so happy to have done it. And a couple of shoulder breakers right to The Undertaker. I mean, that rhymed, but I wasn't trying to rhyme. An armbar submission right to Ken Shamrock. I mean, usually this is Shamrock doing it. And is Shamrock going to tap out here? Nope. Being the submission specialist, he knows a way out of that. And it's fairly early in the match to go for it, but it was a good attempt on the part of The Undertaker. And an armbar right to Undertaker. So, turnabout is fair play, I suppose. Let me just... Okay, there we go. That should do it. A back elbow right to Ken Shamrock. Then a clothesline right to Shamrock. Oh yes, I almost forgot to mention, this is also extreme... Well, how do I quote... It's not... how do I put this? Then again... It just goes to show how many concussions I have. Alright. This is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. So it can count in the ring, but it can also count outside of it. And another shoulder breaker to The Undertaker. And a headbutt right to The Undertaker. A suplex on a Ken Shamrock. Then a running DDT on the Shamrock. A whip into the ropes. And another armbar right to The Undertaker. And I'm not sure what Ken Shamrock is doing, but a hip toss right back into the ring goes the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Elbow right to Ken Shamrock. Oh, and a low blow right to The Undertaker. Come on. Well, then again, I forgot to mention, this is Falls Count Anywhere, so it is no disqualification, as Undertaker counters with an atomic drop. And wow, I've never seen that move before. What Ken Shamrock just did, I've never seen it before, and now it's gonna get intense. Now that both men are on the outside, rammed into the barricade is Undertaker, and now what's Ken Shamrock doing? What's he getting? Well, whatever he got, Undertaker prevented him from using it. And Undertaker throws him back into the ring. Elbow, and ooh, and a leg drop right up against the sternum. I tell you, that's a very dangerous move. I mean, I'm happy that I never had that type of move executed on me because, well, such a move would have been much too dangerous back then. Being that the rings, you know, given the rings we have now as opposed to what we had then. So, it's a move that was introduced, you know, as soon as we got a new ring. And Undertaker goes for a knee breaker onto Ken Shamrock. I'm not sure what Undertaker's gonna do, but another DDT onto Ken Shamrock. Pinfall. 1. No. Kick out by Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock going for a couple of punches and a whip into the corner. And wait a minute. Whoa, what a German suplex off of a rebound. I mean, that takes a lot of strength and athleticism to execute a move like that, and I wonder where Ken Shamrock is taking him, those steel steps. Well, he's taking him in the ring, apparently, and Undertaker takes him down off the apron. Now both men are on the outside. A DDT onto the concrete, but there's only like 2 inches of padding, which saved him from really, really suffering some major damage. And now Undertaker has a guitar. And before Undertaker could even use the guitar... Wait a minute! Ken Shamrock has the Undertaker in a sleeper hold. Is Undertaker going to get out of this one? I mean, he's got it in on tight. And wait a minute. What, did the Undertaker just tap out? Wow, for the second match, or for the second time in as many matches, the Undertaker has tapped out. That I've never seen Undertaker tap out, you know, I've hardly ever seen the Undertaker tap out once, let alone twice, in as many matches nonetheless. But the winner and new European champion, Ken Shamrock. So for Shamrock, it's his first championship of the new year. So congratulations to Ken Shamrock, as he has won. Alright, stay tuned for more matches. We have some more coming up next.